Okay, so I saw something about quarantine, something about contagious. Also, somebody wanting to speak to you later, but knowing you were going to go ahead and get it out, whatever you had to say. So I feel like somebody needs to say something, or somebody wants to get something off their chest. And whoever it is that is going to be receiving this message is concerned, chin on. All right, so maybe this has to do with somebody who doesn't want to be seen, somebody who's afraid to be seen, or they're worried about the consequences of um, believing. Because I'm also getting somebody being doubtful of what their father can do. So maybe somebody's afraid to believe. Yeah, and I'm getting doubt again. Wow. Okay, somebody's afraid that if they believe, then it's going to catch on, whatever they're doing. And then they're still worried about people copying off of them, or there being an influx of happiness, maybe to the point where this happiness is no longer valued. And people just start to take you for granted, or just the emotion in general. They start to take the emotion in general for granted. But I feel like whoever this is, nobody can steal your joy. Your joy is patented. Okay. They will have to put in a lot of work to get where you are. And everybody's an individual. So this paranoia is maybe limiting you or inhibiting you from reaching your goals. And you're worried about saying the wrong thing, but nobody can really understand where you're coming from. So I think you feel like you're seeing way more than you are because you're so locked in. You feel like people can read your thoughts, or they react or respond in a debilitating way. Like they tell you you can't think certain things, almost like the think or the thought police are coming after you. But the reality is they can't read your mind. They can only read emotions, and you looking scared is enough for them to have concern. But I feel like whoever this is has a normal glare that can penetrate any obstacle. And so just believe in yourself. That's all that matters. And enjoy what you're doing. So it's not about being innocent or being good or being right all the time. Okay, just try your best. And nobody's innocent. I really. Something about glamour and glass. So I feel like somebody's maybe having a go up and breaking that glass ceiling that people talk about so much. Also seeing cracks in the ceiling. Maybe somebody needs to get a new roof. Okay, so I'm seeing the Fool card. Somebody is calling you stupid. This is a monitoring spirit. Okay, somebody you're going to absorb and eventually take over their power. Anybody who is thinking about you negatively, you're going to take their power away from them. Jordan. Somebody's name is Jordan. Somebody's name is Jacqueline. But I'm seeing somebody sitting alone in a pod, or maybe listening to an iPod if they still make those, and just focusing on yourself. Have Knight of Wands. I'm just seeing a lot of action here, but also the fact that it's in the reverse is like, let's see what this is in reverse, because it looks like a stagnation. So we have, let's see, Knight of Wands, scattered energy, impulsive, and then Knight of Swords is, let's see, reckless, impulsive, depleted. So a lot of impulsive energy, but I'm also seeing this as being spontaneous, and something about 10,000, maybe coming into $10,000 or whatever money you use in your country, or an amount being 10,000. Okay, so I'm going to see that as a positive thing. Whatever you're looking for and you want a large sum, 10,000 is a place to start. So 10,000 plus. Okay. And to believe, again, believing in the blessings coming your way, not being afraid. Yeah. All right. And staying in focus. So what do we have here? Okay, so this is some energy coming towards you. Maybe some energy you're going to be tapping into. But I feel like whatever this is, it's definitely some sort of tunnel vision. You being focused on your goals, but also something that you planted for yourself. So it's an investment that you made on yourself, and you're going to be tapping into that, maybe an account or something, or cashing in some sort of a savings deposit or something like that, or just being aware that this savings deposit exists, even in a spiritual sense, that you do have support that you can refer back to. Because I feel like whoever this is has been going forward for so long that once you hit a standstill, you still don't need to make impulsive decisions because you have been planning for this for so long. Okay, you have a lot to work with is what I'm getting. Oh, you have a tremendous amount to work with. So, yeah. Now I'm seeing 10 of Cups here. All right, so your 10 of Cups is coming in and you just being aware of what it is you have to work with. I feel like you're an elite citizen, whoever this is. Okay, so your self-esteem is very high. And I feel like the haters that are trying to reach you are so far without your reach that it's kind of a joke. Yeah, so I feel like if you want to focus on your haters, you can. It doesn't matter either way because your self-esteem is so high. It doesn't matter what people say or think about you. Um, all that matters is how you think about yourself. And the fact that people are hating on you says a lot. It says that they're jealous. Okay, which doesn't really matter at the end of the day. But I'm seeing you being maybe conflicted about whether or not you should give into this energy because it's so easy. It's so easy to absorb and digest. It's almost like junk food is what I'm getting. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I'm hearing subcutaneous fat. So somebody is really jealous of you. Somebody is just kind of hovering around your aura. This is almost like a seal. It's like a lost seal. So something about you hunting this seal of approval, possibly. But I feel like you don't really care. Or it just doesn't really matter. Yeah, it doesn't really matter what people think about you. And also, yeah. But yeah, just definitely a seal of approval from the sun. Something about warmth. Somebody's trying to harvest or siphon your warmth. But they're going to be the ones who lose in the end. They're just going to end up feeling left out in the cold. Or somebody's saying that you have a cold demeanor, but they're lying because they're only attracted to you because of your warmth. They're only attracted to you because of your warmth, but then they want to call you cold because of something you said or did. Oh my goodness, I'm just seeing layers and layers of jealousy here because they have no idea who you are. And the more you shine, the more jealous they are. Well, green is your favorite color, whoever I'm talking to. So, I feel like you're very aware of people's feelings towards you. And this is something you can definitely feed off of. But again, it's coming off like junk food. I feel like whoever this is wants to kind of work for their food or work for their kill. So you don't want to consume something that you're going to digest so quickly. Like, I just feel like these people are not on your level, to be honest, and that you really shouldn't get caught up with their developmentally delayed way of thinking. And that's just a warning. They are developmentally delayed. So if you slow down for them, it's going to be so, okay. It's like a train of thought, but if this train ever stops, it's going to sink into the ground. Because they're not really emotionally stable. Okay? And whoever I'm talking to is very emotionally stable. This person knows how to reflect on themselves. They recognize their own emotions. But I feel like these demons coming in and wanting to have some say over your life right now, it's almost like reading Scribble Scrabble or like a child's concerning photo, like a child making a drawing in school and it's a little weird. I just saw 1133. Like, it's really impossible to analyze this. Almost, what are they called? Like ink blocks. It's really subjective. And I feel like these people, they really expect you to decide what they are because they have not decided for themselves. So my suggestion is to ignore them. And also, like, this is a surreal time for you where somebody's talking about absorption. Ace of Wands. So your power comes in your ability to think for yourself. And I feel like there's somebody supporting you in the background. Somebody cares. Okay, they admire you from afar, but also something like them being close or having something closely related to you. But it's really important that you absorb whatever this energy is that you're running away from, even if it's toxic. I feel like you have the strength to, first of all, digest it, but also to delegitimize whatever it is, the threat, whatever the threat is. It doesn't really matter. Two of Swords. Okay. These people are turned out. They're turned out and they can't think for themselves. So that's just a clue. If this is a parasite trying to take control over you, it's not going to work. They kind of consider them like a vaccine or antibiotics or even like probiotics. All right. And then whatever your goal is ultimately they're going to help bring you to that. So this is like something, maybe you don't want to do it. Maybe it's like taking a job, but at the end of the day, you get the money that you were looking for to do whatever it is that you do want to do. But I feel like this is just like the necessary thing that's coming in, like give back. I mean, for some people, maybe there's something you don't want to do, but giving back helps you to reach your goal. And also, like, send it back to the sender. If it's love coming your way, send them love. If it's hatred coming your way, send it right back to them, okay? For the people who don't want to absorb, just reflect. And then whatever they see, they're going to have to make peace with. And I feel like whoever this is, you have the power to work with that. You could do what it is that you want to do with that. You can make more out of a reflection. Okay, so there's a lot of blue energy coming up. And also, like, the roles are reversed. You solidifying yourself in this industry, whatever this industry is you're working. All right. And then somebody feels like they're drowning. And then somebody doesn't want to wake up. Somebody wants to. Okay, so this is kind of dark. Whoever this is cannot fight anymore. And they don't know what they're doing to piss you off. But they're losing the battle, okay? I feel like now's the time to go even harder. If this is a war, this is the time to push even harder and get rid of this entity once and for all, okay? Don't be concerned about their depression. Don't feel bad for nobody to feel bad for themselves. If they feel bad for themselves, they're pitying themselves. Let them to their own devices, okay? We're adults here. So I feel like this is your spirit guys coming in. Somebody's sinking to the lowest of their depths. Whoever it is, I feel like they were coming towards you. They were trying to chase you into these waters, almost like a predator that can't swim, and they didn't realize that you can exist on land and water. So they tried to come for you, and now they're sinking and they're calling out for help. But help is not going to come because they should not have been in this position to begin with. Okay? And it is what it is. So for somebody, the truth hurts. But for other people, they're just going for a swim, taking a dip. It's not the end of the world. But I feel like whoever this is, you gave them plenty of warnings. And now you're just on a stage where you don't care anymore. And this isn't even something that you really need to be concerned with. Okay. This is a herbalist. So somebody's being healed right now. And then somebody's going their separate ways. So whoever this was stalking you, if they can't get in the water, then they're going to run away. They're going to leave. And then somebody's being healed by a second death. So if they believe in Christ, they're going to rise with Christ. But also somebody's succumbing to their sickness. So unfortunately, I'm seeing the drowning king as somebody is drowning right now. And I feel like this is karma. They're receiving their karma. And you're receiving your blessings. So this is the time to rejoice. As they drown, as they go under, you're rejoicing. Something about a doctor. I feel like you have no respect of persons right now. It doesn't matter where they come from. It's too late. The people going their separate ways are the ones receiving the cure. Okay, now we have the dead. So something clearly happened. Somebody who was pressuring you is now underwater. They're drowning. They've already drowned. You're going to have a good day. He gathered the waters of the sea together as an heap. He layeth up the depths in storehouses. So whoever is coming, this could be a water sign, but whoever was coming towards you with some sort of negative intentions, God has stored up this water for them. We could even be using the metaphor. Well, it's not a metaphor, but we're using it as a metaphor, as in the drowning, the flood. Just the way he stored up the waters in the first flood. Forget not the voice of thine enemies, the tumult of those that rise up against thee increaseth continually. So I feel like this is a time to be victorious, because these people are attacking you, okay? And they want you to go down. But whatever they want is going to happen to them. Whenever you see them drown, this is your time to rejoice. Be grateful for the fact that your enemies are being slaughtered. All right, by their own depression, by their own mental illness, they are going under. All right. This is not a time to be concerned about their fate. They chose their own fate. They are grown human beings. You don't hold their hands through life. Okay. And also, I'm getting that they're crying right now. So if you want to remember their voice, and God says, remember their voices, is them in tears. They're crying. Remember the sounds of their cries next time they try to get in your face and say something or try to sound tough or talk tough in your presence. Remember that they're a bunch of crybabies. They go home and they cry to themselves, but not to be a bully or anything. They definitely deserve what's coming towards them. And this is a time to rejoice. I mean, you deserve to be happy. You don't have to be serious all the time. That's how they want you to be. They don't want you to be happy. And at this point, he that hath ear, let him hear what the Spirit saith unto the churches. I feel like at this point, it is a pleasure to bask in their misery. Yeah. And just to be very clear about that, it's probably the easiest way to enjoy yourself is recognize that their hatred is due to their own hateful ways, and they deserve every negative emotion they feel. For all the empaths, I know thy works and where thou dwellest, even where Satan's seat is, and thou holdest fast my name and hast not denied my faith. Even those days wherein Antipas was my faithful martyr, who was slain among you where Satan dwelleth. So I feel like this is why it's important. I feel like it's important for me to say that you're not being a bully right now by laughing at these people. It's the joy of the Lord. All right. And God knows, Christ knows that you are faithful to him and that you have not turned against him and that you have waited for this joy. Now you can recognize the negativity around you as something that is their own fault. And it's funny. So they definitely can't laugh with you. They can't try to steal your joy. If that whoever was worried about somebody copying you or they cannot copy you because you're the complete opposite of what they are. And they were laughing at your pain at some point. Nobody stopped them. Hesitate to laugh at your pain. And the fact of the matter is you were sympathizing with Christ. So ultimately they were laughing at God, but you can't mock God. It's coming back for them. It's coming right back around. You pick the right side. You follow Christ. That's all that matters. And I'm hearing about dying for your brothers, and recognize this in your brothers. If you feel like they're doing something that you don't approve of, remember that they come from the same line, and maybe they are laughing at their enemies. Don't judge them too harshly. All right, anything else? We just skipped two. Something about getting to. I'm talking to someone with a very high IQ. So not only does this person have a high self-esteem, but you have a very high IQ. All right. And you may be around some people who don't have either of the two. All right. These people accepted the mark of the beast, and now they're going to suffer because of it. It's like they really thought they were going to get away with something. I feel like whoever it was, they never even got to experience whatever they were promised because it's a lie. All the promises they were given or made, whoever the devil that made the promise to them never paid up. So it's really coming off as being unfair to them. They really feel like it's unfair, but the devil does not go unpunished. And whoever this is watching them suffer now, this is your time to be happy and enjoy this moment. All right. So you're right in the heart of it. Somebody's feeling confused about their emotions. It's brand new, and this is something you're going to work on. Read the Bible, worship Christ, sing songs to him, praising his name. All right. Don't worry about this, because the confusion is there for a reason. Something about an encrypted message. Yeah, you don't have to worry. And also, you have big brothers and big sisters who will jump in the way of anything that's coming towards you. All right, spiritual brothers and sisters who will protect you. If you feel like something is wrong here or I'm uncomfortable, call on your Father, Christ. All right. And then you have, yeah, I feel like I'm talking to a newbie. Somebody who is new at this. It's new information for you to live in this way. Any messages? But yeah, there's people ahead of you. People who have already made, these are promises that God actually fulfills. That before they joined or before they were able to move forward, they made a promise to die for their brothers and sisters. So if anything is coming towards you, any demon is trying to attack you or whatever you feel afraid about, don't give up. Don't give up, because you're safe. Okay. So this could be for a Virgo, Gemini, Leo, Pisces, Taurus. Okay. This could be a Gemini dealing with the Taurus, Pisces, Leo, Virgo. Something about justice. Okay. Somebody's getting justice. Somebody's definitely getting justice for whatever they've been through. Somebody kind of saying F you, putting up their middle finger to somebody, their enemies. I feel like you don't have to apologize for your responses, for your response to these people and what they've done to you. They've created a new emotion for you to enjoy, is them suffering. And you have permission to enjoy them suffering. And they're going to suffer for all of eternity. So this is not a joy that can be stolen or taken back. They created it for you. You are harvesting the seeds that they planted. They had negative intentions to hurt you and to destroy you, but God chooses for you to prosper.